What's happening, guys? Hope everybody's well. Harley Loco with another video here. Today I'm going to adjust my push rods due to, I think I heard a bit of noise yesterday when I was on a ride, so I'm going to give them a check. I'm going to check the threads per inch on them, then work it out and see what see how many turns they've got to be adjusted by. So first of all, got to remove the spark plugs, so we'll get over and do that now. So we'll pull the covers off. $10mm spark plug spanner, spark plug socket I should say, nice and gentle. That one's loose. And that one's loose. Remove the spark plugs. To give me better access to the push rod covers, I've got to remove my heavy breather, so it's just 3 X-heads. Obviously yours might be different, but obviously this is the setup I have on mine. So this has got to be removed. Push rod covers, flathead screwdriver, flat bladed screwdriver, whatever you want to call it, in there. Just lift down on them. There's one. Same again. 2. 3 and 4. Now we're wanting to hold these up out the way. So what we do is, well, what I've done, I've got a paper clip, an elastic band, and what I do is just open one end up, I slide it in the bottom of the push rod cover, and put it over the head bolt of the rocker bolt. Obviously the same for all 4. Right, so we've got them secured up out the way. Obviously the push rods are visible. What we're going to do now is find top dead centre on this, on the piston, well, the cylinder we're working on. So what we do for this is, this bolt's already in 6th gear. I'll go around the opposite side. So we've got to set this cylinder to top dead centre. I've got a plastic straw so we don't damage any of the threads for the spark plug. So what I'm going to do first is spin the wheel. It's in 5th gear. That's on compression. So go around again. That's right down, look, the piston is. No. So we're all the way down, we're coming up, nice and slow, and there we are. That's top dead centre. So now we can adjust the push rods on this cylinder, the rear. What I'm doing here is obviously backing the push rod out. I've broke the locking nut off. Obviously hold it, turn it till we back it out. Now what I've got to do, because these don't adjust fully like a quickie adjustment, I've got to take my rocker, my tappet blocks off. So I'll get this screwed out enough, get these loosened, and we'll get back in. Right, it's the push rod out. Got my guys set to 1 inch. So what I've got to do is measure the inch there, so from the first thread it's right to the edge of that nut, the locking nut. And what I've got to do is count them threads. So I'll try and do it on the camera, but I don't know if I will be able to. 1, 2, 3. $24. So it's 24 threads per inch. I'm sure I've read somewhere that that takes for 2.5 turns. Right then guys, so what I'm going to do now is get these back in. 24 threads per inch works out to 2.5 turns, full turns from 0 lash. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get these back in and get them adjusted back up. Right then, what we're going to do is set these at 0 lash. So what that means, there's no up and down movement. So touch more. That one's on 0 lash. Right, both of these are on 0 lash. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a mark so we know how many turns we've done. Right then. One. Two. These are 24 threads per inch, so it calls for just over, well, 2.5, but I'm going to go just a tad more. So that's 3. I'm going to back it off a bit. So that's both of them adjusted to just over 2.5 turns. You won't be able to spin them yet due to obviously the lifter's got a bleed. So obviously you leave it however long it's got to take. So you can turn them with your fingers. You don't touch the engine at all. Once you can turn them, you can obviously get top dead centre on the front cylinder then and redo them. So I'm just going to get this all tightened back up now. And yeah, that's how you adjust the push rods. Well, find top dead centre and adjust the push rods. So I hope it can help somebody out. Do excuse me for the cameras, I'm filming and trying to tool on my own. It takes absolutely ages. An hour's job turns into a couple of hours. But yeah, like, share and subscribe please if it helps you. Thanks a lot.